wanted to clear my children of this horrid thing that they were having to read about their father which was untrue. I felt it my responsibility to stand up not only for myself in that instance, but stand up for my children, who at the time were 14 and 16.
And from your dad on the other side.
From my dad?
Yeah.
I always look to my mom more.
With each passing day, the revelations on what happened while Depp and Heard were married just keeps getting more intense, and now his kids seem to be involved in the case. Now the case has become more interesting, as reports are stating that Depp's daughter might have been aware of what his estranged wife was putting him through. Did she say Heard attacked her dad? Is she testifying against either of them? While the case between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has been getting more and more heated, it seems the actor's family are now getting involved, as he reportedly mentioned that his kid never actually got along with Heard. To be more specific, Depp has revealed that things were so bad between his ex-wife and his kids that his daughter, Lily Rose Depp, did not even attend his 2015 wedding to Heard, and he claims her absence was due to conflict allegedly caused by his ex-wife. "My daughter, Lily Rose, did not come to the wedding," the Pirates of the Caribbean actor said of his now 22-year-old daughter while testifying in court on Wednesday, April 20th. She and Ms. Heard were not on particularly great terms for several reasons. Depp made mention of his kids in court when he recalled their wedding during the testimony, claiming that drugs were being passed around at the Texas native's request. She, Heard, was always been quite fond of MDMA, which is ecstasy, and mushrooms. She had some medications she was on already, he alleged in court. He went on to claim that their whole wedding plan was dinner, dancing, and drugs. The Edward Scissorhands star said he smoked marijuana to celebrate. Johnny also alleged that the Aquaman star monopolized his time, driving a wedge between him and his children, Lily Rose and Jack, whom he shares with ex Vanessa Paradis from their relationship in 1998 before it ended in 2012. He said, "Heard had to have me there at all times for her own needs." He also alleged that Heard would tell me what a bad father I was and that I had no idea how to parent. Of course, Depp's admission about the relationship between Heard and his kids in court stirred discourse on social media for a bit, with several people giving their takes on the subject. One user, who claims to be an abuse survivor, stated that it is always best to listen to family in bad situations involving abuse. They wrote, "As an abuse survivor, I will say this in general. Red flags just look like red flags through rose-colored glasses. Please listen to your family and friends if they ever come to you with concerns. They may be seeing something you aren't." Another user also wrote, "Oh, and Lily Rose did text at the beginning of the relationships because it was true. Everyone said that at the beginning of the relationship she was the perfect girlfriend, but she and Jack noticed the changes and stopped having a relationship with Amber a few years later." In fact, according to someone else, Lily might not be the only person close to Depp that had a problem with Heard. According to the user, some other people chose to stay at arm's length with because of how toxic Heard was. They wrote, "It's called placating, not getting along, something people close to Johnny Depp learned to do in order to have peace. It's very significant that Lily Rose wasn't at the wedding. It shows how she really felt about Heard." And while all of these users seem to see things from Depp's point of view, some others don't seem to believe a word he said so far, with some even claiming to have evidence that Lily Rose and Heard were actually close. "I swear, every day I log on here, I feel like I'm stepping into an alternate universe. 500,000 likes on something that's an outright lie. His daughter, Lily Rose and Amber, got along. And Lily Rose even texted him that Amber was making him a better dad." However, the user might have been wrong this time, as receipts of Lily Rose defending her dad dates all the way back to 2016. According to reports, Depp might have been right to say that his daughter and his ex-wife didn't particularly have a relationship or even get along at all, as she took to Instagram to go against everything Heard has said about her dad, and also revealed that he was not in any way an abuser. "My dad is the sweetest, most loving person I know," Lily Rose Depp wrote on Instagram over the weekend. "He's been nothing but a wonderful father to my little brother and I, and everyone who knows him would say the same." The post included a picture of Lily Rose Depp as a toddler being held up by her famous father. While Lily Rose did not directly address the allegations in her Instagram post, she did share a screen grab of a People magazine article that notes that a Los Angeles police investigation of a May 21st incident found no evidence of domestic assault. And while it's somewhat expected that a daughter would support her parents in a situation like this, she isn't the only one that's come forward to publicly defend Depp as a nonviolent person. According to reports, some of Depp's exes have also come forward to defend the actor's reputation. One of these people was Winona Ryder, who was in a 4-year relationship with Depp. She said, "I am aware of the violence allegations that have made publicly for the last few years by Johnny Depp's ex-wife Amber Heard in a court statement obtained by People. I knew Johnny very well years ago. We were together as a couple for 4 years, and I counted him as my best friend and as close to me as family," Ryder said. "I count our relationship as one of the more significant relationships of my life." The Stranger Things actress continued, "I understand that it's very important that I speak from my own experience, as I obviously was not there during his marriage to Amber, but from my experience, which was so wildly different, I was absolutely shocked, confused, and upset when I heard the accusations against him. The idea that he is an incredibly violent person is the farthest thing from the Johnny I knew and loved," the actress said. "I cannot wrap my head around these accusations. He was never violent towards me. He was never abusive at all towards me. He has never been violent or abusive towards anybody I've seen. I truly and honestly only know him as a really good man, an incredibly loving, extremely caring guy who is so very protective of me and the people that he loves, and I felt so very safe with him." Ryder's statement seemed pretty convincing, but she wasn't the only one that came to support Depp on the allegations being made against him, as Vanessa Paradis also had a couple of things to say about the actor. Paradis, a French model, singer, and actress, submitted a similar statement to the UK court saying, "I've known Johnny for more than 25 years. We've been partners for 14 years. We've raised our 2 children together. Through all these years, I've known Johnny to be kind, attentive, generous, and non-violent person and father. On movie sets, the actors, directors, and entire crew adore him because he's humble and respectful to everyone, as well as being one of the best actors we've seen," Paradis, 47, continued. "I'm aware of the allegations which Amber Heard has publicly accused Johnny of for more than 4 years now. This is nothing like the true Johnny I have known, and from my personal experience of many years, I can say he was never violent or abusive to me. I have seen these outrageous statements that have been really distressing and also caused damage to his career because unfortunately people have gone on believing these false facts. This is so upsetting as he has helped so many persons in his personal and professional life with kindness and generosity." However, even with all of these compelling statements and pieces of evidence from Depp's past, several people still seem to believe he was the abuser in the relationship and is chasing ghosts now, while to others, the entire suit is just a complete waste of time. This user wrote, "I'm generally neutral, but I think the specific lawsuit against her is ridiculous. She never named Depp in the op-ed that's the topic of the case, and even though it appears the abuse was mutual, that doesn't mean what she wrote in said article of her experience of abuse was a lie. If Depp is alleging abuse against her, he should sue her for that. He would probably win. But the use of a libel suit to air all this BS in a public forum seems cynical to me." Regardless, the fact remains that Depp's own daughter, who probably had front row seats to their marriage, thinks Amber is lying about all of this. And while that says a lot about the case, we'll still have to wait to see the outcome. That's it for now. Till next time.